No, they don't wanna see me shine, but this is God's plan. Relationships so strong with him, you don't even have a chance. Fall from grace, you wish I would. The things I do, you wish you could. I'm changing my approach, so when I speak, make sure you hear me good. Let's clarify some things up. Me and God are teamed up, so all this fakeness y'all been embracing, getting cleaned up. No, this ain't no dream, bruh. I hopped off the team bus, I asked for my release. And like for what? Because they team suck. They ain't wanna pass the ball, that's okay, I got it now. Crunch time, beat set, make sure that I knock this down.
The
D
screen with
open.
okay, you're on
You're on
stage.
stage.
You're on stage, but it might be delayed on Facebook.
Yeah, it's still saying syncing on my end.
I see it on
Mm.
Facebook, yeah, but it's like a little delayed, just a little bit. I see it.
Let's see.
We there. We there.
Hmm.
It's just a little delayed.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking at yeah, it's a little
it's
delayed.
normally that way. That's pretty typical. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Okay, I have my Facebook pulled up. So I can see it. Yeah, so let's start off. So first of all, thank you guys for thank you guys for joining the D Golden podcast. My second episode.
Oh,
I need
Mhm,
my
okay.
fellas to show up. I got y'all don't know my best friend. His name is Chiron Chapman. He lives in Houston, Gina.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
I met him in '98. We both played at University of Memphis. So I'm hoping he will call me back so I can tell him to hop on. And also Rob Cut and another guy. But anyway, I'm gonna make it do what it does. So my first question is this. I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start out like this. Do you all think all men cheat? And if you do
No,
or don't, what? Why?
No.
Why?
Oh, Lakeith.
I don't think all men cheat. I just think that if it's all about right timing and right person for a man. What I say that to say a man when he's ready, it's all on his timing. And a man can meet like 10, 20 different good girls. But if he not ready when that good woman comes, it's not gonna be he gonna still do what he do. But all men ain't gonna cheat if they know they got something good, they gonna hold on to it because they gotta get all that out, all that playing, running around, having a fun. If they ain't got it out their system, then they gonna cheat. But for the ones that don't, mean the ones that done did it, they done lived it, that I don't think they're gonna cheat because they don't live their life.
Interesting. Who next? What you got, Gina?
Well, I really don't like to give I'm gonna give my thoughts on it.
Mhm.
But I'm not a man, so but I'm just gonna share what I
Right.
think. First of all, I don't believe that all men cheat. If a man has grown and he has done some work in himself, um, And yeah, I think that he's ready. And then he won't cheat.
Okay.
If that's fair.
What say you, Miss K Love?
Well, I don't think all men cheat. I think it's like I'm gonna have to piggyback off what Lakeithia said that it's kind of like when you're ready, when they find the right person, they got to get all that craziness out of their system, all that dealing with other women, messing around. Now, it's some men that I do think that believe because I know I've dealt with guys that believe all men cheat themselves. So, and they think it's okay. So I have dealt with those times, but I do believe it's some out here that do not. But it's all based on did they get all that kitty stuff out of their system? And I'm gonna tell you, people say age don't matter, but to me, the older they are, the more mature they are. Men mature later than women. So
That's true.
so so for me, the maturity level, like when they're like later on in their age, they kind of get tired and ready to settle down more. That's what I think. So
So here's
Can
what I just heard. Go ahead, Jenny.
can I share something with you?
Sure.
I want to piggyback off of that
Mhm,
because I dated somebody who was almost 60 still
mhm.
playing games. So if they're not mature, they haven't done any work, they don't know themselves, it's a bad deal.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
but you got a couple of them that still ain't they haven't grown up yet.
yeah.
That's the
And at
problem.
60,
So
Yeah.
let me reiterate the question to you guys because y'all kind of proved my point on what I initially thought. I asked, "Do you guys think all men cheat?" And y'all immediately said no. But you followed up with that saying, basically saying, once they get of a certain age, the older you get, the more mature you're supposed to become, and no longer play those childish games.
Hmm.
But y'all said it as if when they're young, they do cheat. So had I said, do guys continue to cheat? Then you guys could have said, well, nah, because they're going to age out of that, hopefully. Some of them do, some don't. So you guys said the guys who y'all saying don't cheat used to cheat when they were younger, when they used to play games before they realized who they had in a woman.
Not necessarily.
That is what y'all said. If y'all think about it.
We
Well,
we
that's what
said
I
it
heard.
based off of where we at in life. I feel like I said it based off of my age, not
Right.
because if I was in my 20s, I probably would have said it based off my a 20-year-old me. But I'm a 40-year-old lady right now, so I think I said it more based off of my age, being that I've dealt with more older, mature guys.
Gotcha. And did one of
Yeah.
those older mature guys, because you use plural, which means y'all not together anymore. And
Oh
most of the
no.
time they separate you break up because of infidelity or like money or whatever. Or sometimes as Rob is about to join us in 5 minutes, Rob Cuts, but he mentioned last week in days of old, y'all would leave for infidelity, but now y'all just leave because y'all not happy. Y'all may see a woman on Facebook and see this life that she has that you don't have, and her life is probably fake on social media, but you think it's real. And you may leave your guy just to leave your guy. So I think 90% of men cheat. That's me. That's what I think. I don't have the studies to prove it,
I
but
I
being around.
agree. I
Okay.
I
agree.
agree.
So
I
Rob
I
said
said
agree.
about 10
some don't
that
cheat. I
don't.
didn't
But
say
I
all.
know a couple of men.
I think it's
I
higher.
know a couple of men. I am from my family. Because I grew up with a bunch of male cousins and stuff.
Me
So
too.
I know some good dudes. Like they ain't gonna cheat on their wives. So you know.
I applaud them. I'm
Yeah,
the same
they
way.
had it. And they was young, and some of them was high school sweethearts, got married, still married to this day. And I got another cousin, he's married, like around college age. He's like 25, and they don't cheat. So I mean, I think it's if they know what they have at the moment and what they working towards building a family, then they won't cheat.
That's
But
good.
you're right, probably about 90% of men do cheat.
That's good. Let me say this. I think Lakeithia was you said once a guy realizes what he has, it's been my experience that a guy, a cheater perhaps, he can
Will cheat
realize
on
what
me
he has and who he has,
and
and
will
she's
cheat.
doing everything she needs to do perfectly, and he still will go out and be stupid. And
Well,
the woman,
because
the woman will still
really,
be with him and still hold her end down until she, mentally checks out, and then she physically checks out. But I think a lot of times with a cheater, it don't matter what a woman does. She can be the best woman, cook, clean, everything, but some guys. What do
They
you
not
think?
Right.
ready though. What's that guy that's not ready? That's why I said a guy can meet a bunch of good women. It's not about, because I used to say, "Oh, I'm just not good enough," or "I'm not this," or "I'm not that." No, because I really believe I'm a good woman. It's that I haven't met the right guy at the right timing. It's all about a man's timing.
Mhm.
You could be the best woman in the world, but if he ain't ready, he gonna still cheat. He gonna lie. He gonna do whatever he want to do, run them streets, and you could be that good girl. But it's all about the right timing. To me,
I'm
this is
gonna
me.
say this: the concept of cheating, men thinking it's okay to cheat, comes from the old days, and I
Mhm.
say that because back in like the 40s and the 30s and stuff, men had wives at home and they be messing with the lady next door, got a baby by the lady up the street, but they still come home to their wife and they create multiple children outside the household, but they always came back home to their wife. And the wife would be okay with it because he would pay the bills and she would be the homemaker. Roles have reversed,
Mhm.
and things ain't the same anymore. And I think a lot of men still play on that old role of your grandmama went through that or your mama went through that and it's okay. But let's just face it, we have social media now. We have men that don't pay bills, men that don't have money, women have more money than these men. We got men that don't take care of their kids. It's so much different from what used to happen. They used to take care of the household back then. They don't do that anymore. It's 50-50 mostly. So, it's just different.
50
And that
50.
plays on the whole cheating aspect for me. I don't know.
That's a great, unless you have something to say, Gina, that's a great segue into the 50-50.
Yeah, it is.
So what do you guys, and hypothetically speaking, you guys you're married. Would you want to take, no, I'm saying hypothetically
Oh,
speaking,
I'm
Oh,
you
sorry.
have a
Okay.
husband. So
happen.
would you want to go half and half, or would you want for him to pay all the bills? What would that look like ideally?
For me, I don't mind doing half and half, but my half and half means you're gonna get in the kitchen and cook some days too, or bring lunch too. I mean, we can't just say half and half, and I pick up the kids from school all the time, and I cook every day, and I gotta clean, and you still looking for me to wash clothes and all that. That's not half and half to me.
So you're
So
going to empty the garbage?
Mhm.
hey, it's right there. That's, it's right there. I don't mind. The garbage is the smallest thing. A garbage,
You're gonna fix the sink? You're gonna fix the sink, the plumbing up under there?
that's what we pay people for.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just asking. Okay.
He ain't gonna fix it either, nine times out
Home
of ten.
warranty. If I gotta make that
He
phone
might be the
call.
plumber. He might be the plumber.
Gina, what's your take? You 50-50, or you what are you? What would you be?
100, 100. I
100,
need you.
100.
I need 100%. This is probably why I'm gonna be single. Probably gonna be single forever. Cause
Me
I need
too.
100% from you. Cause I'm gonna give you 100% of me. So you give me your 100. I'm gonna give you my 100, and we gonna make it together. And however that 100, whatever's in that 100, it's going to work. It's going to work.
I got
But
you.
I don't want 50. I don't want 50. That's a roommate.
I got you. I got you.
You got me?
I got you. No
Okay.
doubt. Lakithia, you want a roommate?
No, I don't. I want a husband. I want a provider. I want to feel safe. I when I'm cool with the 50-50, but I like what both women said. Miss K Love and Gina, I agree. If we going 50-50, like she said, you gotta help me with them kids, because I know I can help and do all that too. So, but I also like what Gina said, give
Me too.
100%. Everybody should be giving they all in a relationship, period. So, but yeah, if I I'm also, I don't know if you're gonna go on that subject, but who makes the most money? I
Oh yeah,
also
I have
think
to.
in a
Yes.
relationship is either, it doesn't matter how much money he makes or whatever. The man is the head of the household. That's how I was raised. Good Southern
Me
country
too.
girl. That's how it is. My daddy was the provider. He made us feel safe, secure, all that. So the man is the lead, period. But when it comes down to bills, I don't care if I'm making 100K and he making 50. I expect for him to pull his weight. Whether if I pay the mortgage, he got the utilities, and we gonna make it work based off his income, based off mine.
Right.
I mean, but we become a team because we won. Now it ain't no you. We a team, so everything gonna go together. It's my team.
Right. Right.
I got you. Prophet LaPrada Smith, welcome, buddy. Can you
Welcome,
hear us?
welcome.
Yeah, Shalom, shalom. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Good.
fine. How you doing?
Look,
Welcome.
most definitely. I want to indulge in the conversation. I saw that you ladies were talking about multiple wives, and I also saw that you ladies were talking about income and etc. I want to ask you all some questions before I indulge with the three ladies. With you, Lakeithia Bowens, is that correct? Is that your,
Lakeitha.
nice to meet you?
Nice to
Nice,
meet you.
most definitely. I wanted to ask you some questions, and it applies towards the rest of you ladies as well. Are you currently married?
No,
Are you currently married, Gina?
No.
Are you currently married, Miss K Love?
No, sir.
Have you guys ever been married?
no,
Mm-mm.
Yes,
You have?
I have.
Did you leave him or did he leave you?
He left me.
Why did he leave you?
I don't know because he didn't communicate that.
Okay, all right. And how long this been?
2020.
Okay, cool. All right, so wanted to ask you ladies this next question. What is your thoughts pertaining towards a man having multiple women?
I can't do it.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it.
Me
Here's
That's
the
just
either.
that's
thing.
What about you, Gina?
Here's the thing. For me, I don't want to do it because
Okay,
I want 100% of
okay,
you. I don't want to share you. Um,
okay,
if we're together.
okay. Let me
But for anybody else's situation, hey, have at it.
cool. So let me
Right.
ask you. Let me ask you all another question. Do you all believe in God?
Of course.
hmm
You all do follow the Bible, correct? Well, you can't see it.
correct.
All right. Does
It
God?
depends on which version.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
the Bible was originally written in the Dead Sea Scrolls, translated into the Greek Septuagint and the
I understand, but I have a version that I live by.
but hear me out.
So
Let me ask
King
you.
James.
That's what I just picked up. This is the 1611, the first translation of the King James. So my question
Okay.
becomes towards you: does God allow men to have?
Hold on, Prada. She took a sip of that wine. She
Uh,
about to get ready.
I mean, Jesus took wine as well, so she good. So, so does God allow men to have multiple wives?
I mean, yeah, it was in the Bible, but it doesn't have that doesn't mean I have to accept it.
I just asked a simple question: does God allow men to have multiple wives?
He does, yeah. In the
Does
Bible, well, I don't know if he allowed it, but it did talk about it in the Bible. I do know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he allowed it. He told King David, no, told King David, I gave you your master houses and his wives, and if there would have not been enough, I would have given you many, many more. So my question will become to you all: if God allowed men to have multiple women, how can women tell a man that I mean, I'm okay with it, but I'm not okay with it? Is a man supposed to follow what a woman says, or is he supposed to follow the instructions of God?
It depends. Is this man living his life 100% towards God, or is he just using God to get what he wants?
Oh,
Well,
now.
let's say if he is living 100% by God, if God allows a man to have multiple wives, would you be acceptance of it? Okay, so
I'm
that
not God, so that's what he allowed. Keisha don't.
so,
I mean, Miss K Love don't allow that. So
so basically, forget what God allows. It's all about you.
not definitely not saying that. If that's the case, then we can. It's people that can pull certain things out the scripture
Now
of
we
the
still
Bible
we
to
still
make it
strictly right there.
go with what you want to say.
No,
But that doesn't mean you're 100% living that life.
now listen. I'm gonna ask you a question. Why did God create a woman?
We know that for the fulfillment of a man.
Okay, then. So is a man supposed
Yeah, being a helpmate.
is a man is supposed to follow what a woman feels, or is he supposed to go off of why you was created? You supposed to follow that man, correct?
So I
correct?
understand what you're saying, but that don't mean I'm supposed to follow him if I want. If I don't want something,
So
that has. I'm not trying to take no aspect out of the Bible. I agree
you
with you
are.
about the Bible.
That
No,
goes
I'm not because
that
I don't
goes
have to
into
live the Bible.
I
I can
mean,
live like Keisha.
the reason, the
So,
reason, the reason why I'm going this area, and I'm not going to take over the show, Digo. I'm just trying to prove a point. What
Mhm.
women got to understand is that men were not created for you. The scriptures say this is the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandment. That's the whole duty of man. A woman's purpose was to be here for a helper towards a man, to whatever to his discrepancy. But the moment that women start going off of what they feel, that's when we go back to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eve. That man listened to what Eve felt, listened to the serpent. And the moment that he allowed that woman emotions and what she feel and what she like and what she don't like, and that's where got us in the place of where we at right now. So if God allows a man to have multiple women, I have to question women that say that they believe in God. Do you really believe in God, or do you pick and choose when you believe in God? Whenever it feels good to you, because according to God, He told King David that's gonna sit up in his throne in kingdom. I gave you your master houses and his wives. And if there would have not been enough, I would have given you many, many more. And the last part I'm gonna bring out is when you go to Matthew 25, the one that we all ignorantly call Jesus Christ, but his real Hebrew name is Mashiach Yahweh Shah, but I'm gonna say Jesus. He said the kingdom of heaven would be like 10 virgins unto one bridegroom. 10 women to one man. That's how heaven would be established, which is a parable. So are we supposed to go off of what you feel if you say you believe in God? Or are we going to go off of what God has instructed for a man to have multiple women?
okay, well, you brought that up. So then, what's your opinion on the fact that men's supposed to be the leader of the household, but in 2025, women are the leaders because the men cannot make the money or provide like they should. So when men don't back up in the Bible that they're supposed to be the leader and the head and the provider, the protector, and they're not holding up their weight, then since we talking about Bibles and roles, what you believe about that?
Okay, let me indulge in that. First and foremost, you do know women work in the Bible, correct?
Yeah,
That's
but we don't have to.
hold on,
We
hold on.
don't. We're not
I'm
supposed.
going, I'm going,
Okay.
I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
I love it when we go into these type of conversations. Women go to the worst case scenario. Men, if a man is a man of God, first and foremost, he's going to do his due diligence, such as providing, protecting, and leading and teaching. We're not speaking about worldly men. We're speaking about biblical men. We're talking about men of God, and a man of God understands his role. His role is to protect and provide. So that's why I asked the question: are you willing to accept the fact of a man having multiple wives? But okay, let's go to the fact about we saying men are not taking care of home. That's not true. See, I'm a man, I know analytics. I'm a man that going to the facts, such as last month you had over 106. Somebody got feedback. I don't know if that's you,
Mm.
Rob the God. You probably want to mute it. Uh, put it on mute. Whoever is on, I think that's you, Rob. Can you put it on mute for a second?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now it's still feedback, and is that me? All right. When like I said, I'm an analytical guy, and I look up facts and statistics. Last month alone, over 106,000 black women got laid off. They lost their jobs last month. And when I hear women say that they making all this money and they the head of the household, that is not factual. The median wage of most women in our community, it ranges from 30,000 to about 35,000. But black men are still the number one provider amongst the households of black people. We still make most of the income. And then another thing, I hear our women say that they're the most enrolled women. I mean, they say they're the most educated women, but yet they're the most enrolled. And when they go to school, it's typically for something like Concord, an assistant job. But they're not going to school to actually work a career. They're working jobs. And like I asked the young lady, I don't think I asked her this last week, but I'm gonna ask you all a simple question, and I want to go back to the question you asked. K Love, by what age do you want to be retired?
He retired by 55. I know that. I'm a CPA. I'm not gonna have a regular job. I have my
Okay,
own company, so
okay, Lakeithia, what by what age you want to be retired?
ooh, probably 55.
Gina, about what age do you want to get retired? Somebody got feedback. Rob, put your phone on mute.
Somebody,
It's a lot of feedback.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said, about what age
I
you want
think
to get
Well, um, now
I don't think
retired? Okay. So,
55.
okay, cool. Say, love, how much money do you
I
have?
can't hear it.
Hold up,
Hold
You
Rob,
on.
can't.
I think
Rob,
it's
put that,
Yeah,
feedback. I'm gonna let
it's a
Rob
lot of feedback.
go.
I can't hear it.
Rob, put it on mute. Rob, put it on mute. It's a lot of feedback. Thank you. K-Love, do you know how much money you have to have? About how much money you think you need to have saved to be retired at the age of 55? Live a
The age of
comfortable life.
55, it'll have to be
Look,
about
okay, I couldn't
200
hear
to
you.
150,
I'm
150,000
just
to
getting where I can hear you.
200,000. Who was
About
that?
200,000. Lakeithia, about how much money you think you need to have saved to be retired at 55?
ooh, to live my lifestyle. Ooh, I would have to have. Oh my God, me just doing the math off the top of my head. God promised us 70 years. If I live to see 70, I'm gonna have to have. Ooh, I'm gonna have to have some millions saved up. To be honest, to live my lifestyle, I ain't
Retirement
gonna lie.
doesn't
So
really necessarily
just give me
qualify
just give me a
as
random number.
done working.
Yeah, that means you're not working at all. Just give
No,
me a
Random
but
number,
see, I'm gonna
a
always be
million
doing
dollars.
something.
Rob, your background. It's a lot of feedback.
Always be doing something,
Rob,
La Prada.
you said what now?
I said I'm gonna
Yeah.
always be doing
What
something to
went
make
Well,
some
wrong?
money, be it a job or be it a side job, you know?
retirement means you don't work no more. It means you just living.
Well, people retire and still, bring in some kind of income.
No, listen what I'm saying. Once you
Okay,
retire,
you talking about just don't do nothing at all no
yes,
more?
yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need some millions too then. I'm like
Maybe
Lakeithia.
Yeah.
Gina.
I'm gonna need a million at least. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, what Gina, are
Mhm.
you there?
That
Somebody
may
got
be Gina's
I think her
feedback.
phone is messing up. I think
hold
that's
up.
who phone
Yeah,
is messing up,
Gina,
Gina.
You might want to knock her down
yeah.
for
Let
us.
me remove.
You might want to knock her down or mute her.
maybe she have to go out and
There you
come
go.
back in.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go. All
there
right,
we
what's it?
go.
Okay, so let me ask y'all the next question. Kayla, what's your occupation?
I'm a CPA. I'm a certified professional accountant.
Okay, how much do you make a year?
Six figures.
I'm saying like, give me a ball figure.
In the 100 to 150.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's see, what is your occupation?
Same as me. I'm a nurse, but same as her, and a business owner.
So, so what are you, a CNA, LPN, RN,
Right.
CRNA, or nurse practitioner? What? What are you?
Yeah, RN, and I
Are you a
also.
registered nurse? Do you live in Memphis?
No, I live in Dallas.
Okay, Dallas, Texas. I would assume that their RNs make probably about 80,000 a year. Is that correct?
Somewhere
Okay.
around there.
Okay, so my question becomes, well, to answer the question of something that you all was off, in order for you to be retired at the age of 60, you have to have at least $2.5 million. Do you have $2.5 million saved right now? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Do you have 2.5 million saved?
No, but I have certain accounts that can get me to there. If it, I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do in the stock market, but it can get up to two.
What the thing is, the stock market is up and down, especially with what's going on
Not
with
just the stock market. It's certain. I'm a CPA, so I know finances.
yeah, and
I got a lot of different kind of accounts. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the
most
stock
definitely
market.
Most
So
definitely, me as well. And like I said, I don't want to be too long winded. What you all got to understand is this right here. I'm quite sure the type of man that you possibly want to get with, that you desire, that you want, because I'm sure none of you ladies want to be single for the rest of your life. But I'm here to tell you, when you're dealing with a man of a higher stature, a higher prestige type of man, these men they want multiple women. That's why you got passport bros. And then, like I said last week, you always got a young lady that's turning 18 every day. And men are visual creatures. We always have like women that are in their youthful years, higher fertility, more submissive, more cooperative, and get on the man's page. And the chances of you run across a man that makes six figures a year, especially a black man, especially a man that's probably 6 feet, especially a man that got a torpedo in between his legs, is slim
I
to none.
agree.
So
I
that's
agree.
that's where you women got to come to a realization that what you're designed out of a man, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna run across that. And also in reference of saying that women are making more money than men. What you didn't say that. You said women in most cases are the breadwinners or whatnot in the household, and it's not true. That's not factual. Every woman is, for the most part, our women are not making 6 figures a year. They don't even make 80,000 a year. So we just got to come to a realization that if God said a man can have multiple wives, if it's okay, and then when you give it these men that are these higher stature type of men, ma'am, you got to accept the fact that there's going to be another woman outside of you. You just got to know your role, know your position, and accept it. Because if God allowed it, who are you? You have the floor.
That's what you say, but I'm
I
just
ain't,
telling
I
you
ain't,
on
I
my
ain't that's
perspective, I'm not accepting it. Not
Well, you
me.
gonna
me neither.
get your
Ain't
dog,
no man gonna
get
leave
your
me
dog,
that way.
get your dog and your cat if you ain't already got it, and die alone, man.
Maybe I got
I'm
kids, so
about
I
to
I
would
give
just
have
my
don't
died
care.
alone.
dog.
I would
Yeah,
have
but your
died
kids
alone.
gotta live their own life though. Your kids gotta live their own life.
To each his own, as they say.
Hey, I'm just telling you the truth.
I'm
Yeah,
cool with it.
I'll die alone.
we determine who we want. If you want a man to lead you,
Y'all ain't you
hey,
know what,
if
man?
you want him to lead you in that direction, that's cool. But I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not. I
Hey,
mean, I don't have anything against what you do, the
you do.
product, and
No, it's not me.
your
It's not
beliefs.
about me.
I
It's not
just don't
about me.
believe it,
No,
and
I'm
I don't
saying
feel
it.
like nobody can
Right.
conflict that with his own.
Gina, you breaking up like your static and I don't know what's going on. You might want to pull it up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. What you go ahead, K Love. I was listening to you.
I mean, I have nothing against what you believe and how you live your life. I just feel like every person has the opportunity to believe and do what they want to do with their life. And for me, it's just not a guy with multiple wives. It's just not what I'm gonna accept.
When was the
I ain't
last
got
time?
hmm,
When was the last time you was in a relationship?
10 months ago. I guess.
Okay, then. Is Lakithia still here?
Hmm.
When was the last time you was in a relationship? Lakithia? I guess. Well, when was the last time you was in a relationship, Gina?
There she go. There she go.
Oh, a year ago.
You said a year ago. Okay, you Gina. When was the last time you was in a relationship?
That's Gina's mic. I have to keep muting her so we won't get the
Yeah.
feedback. There's her phone. So I'm about to unmute you, Gina. It may be feedback. Let's see. Unmute
Can
yourself.
y'all
I can hear, I can hear static again.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
have
your
some
phone.
earphones or something,
2023?
Gina?
You said
She said
2023.
2023. She
Okay,
said
all right.
2023.
Mute yourself, Gina. All right, look, Kayla, when was the last time you was intimate with a man?
Wait a minute.
you didn't sign up for this,
He
K
kicked
Love.
her.
You didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for this
Not
Let us
to
know.
product.
disclose.
Look,
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna have
do
to not
know,
respond to
Right.
that.
ladies, keep in mind, you don't have to answer what you don't want to answer. Just say, I don't want to answer that. And we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, I can't answer that one
If
for
y'all
you, the
scared, you
product.
know what I mean? Like, just say, I'm not scared, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scared.
Right.
When was the last time you was intimate, Lakithia?
Oh, I'm not answering that question.
Y'all full of shit. I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all full of shit. Because y'all know y'all still out here having sex. And 9 times out of 10, the man you having sex with is sleeping with another woman. So with that being said, you ain't doing nothing but sharing that man with another woman. So why would you not get in a relationship with a man that's open enough and that's gonna do it in a respectful manner, especially from a biblical aspect, that he's gonna have
Because
multiple
I'm
women?
not. I'm
Not.
not.
I was just about to say because
I'm
I'm not, and
not.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
No.
you
not.
why I'm not sharing him. Because if I'm using him for one thing and one thing only, you're not a part of my life. You know
Man,
what I'm
get Rob
saying?
Right.
Puss back in here. Get Rob back in here. Get Rob in here. I got
I'm putting it right now. I'm putting it right here right now. I'm putting it
I'm
right
not
here
doing
right
it.
The
now.
product, you bringing all the drama.
Yeah, I'm
Come
bringing
on.
the heat. Where you at, Rob? Come on, Rob.
Hold on, dude. Gina back too.
We gonna knock
You
Gina
probably
back.
want to get
Yeah,
all.
I'm
You
gonna
probably
mute her
trying to
once I
get
bring it.
all.
I'm gonna mute her.
You trying to get all our deep down dirty secrets. Not gonna happen. Mm-mm.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. So y'all asleep with a man without a title, but you won't get with a man that's gonna do it in respect for manner.
Baby,
That's mind
that's 30 minutes of my life.
Yeah, that's
man.
different.
that's,
But
that's
does
not an
God tell
everyday,
you?
all day thing.
But does God tell
Yeah.
you? But does God tell you to do that though?
We only inject
Y'all
God when
seen
we
some
need
short.
to.
No, I inject God in everything I do. You might inject God when you need him.
No, it's a lot. When I say we, I'm not talking about just me. I'm talking about the people of the world.
So check this out. You got a lot of people in the world that are homeless. Does that mean you supposed to be homeless?
We got a lot of people in the world that do a lot of things that don't believe that you should have multiple wives.
But no,
Does that mean that you're supposed to not have multiple
no, you
wives?
missing the point. What I'm saying. The point is
What you
what I'm
saying?
saying. The point of what I'm saying to you is that don't sit here when you on the stove and you cooking. Don't sit here and try to put somebody else in that pot with you,
Let
because
me let me pour me another glass of wine, LaPrade.
yeah, don't get the whole bottle because I'm on here tonight. At the end of at the end of the day, it's a state of delusion because you will sleep with a man, but you won't be in a relationship with a man
I
that's
wouldn't call
hopeless of
it
intention.
delusional. Delusional for me means more of something I'm not aware of. I'm definitely aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah, but it's a state of delusion if you're willing to accept a man to stick his rod in between you, knowing that he's possibility sleeping with another woman behind you, and may in certain cases sleeping with another man. Y'all are
The
accept that.
long as the ride got a Jimmy on it, we ain't got much to talk to
That don't
about.
mean
I
that
ain't worried
you
about it.
still can catch something through a condom. That don't mean anything.
I'm not really worried about. I'm not. I mean, and more than likely, it's not going to be a person that I know that's dealing with multiple people, a whole
You don't
lot of
know what that
multiple
man
people.
doing behind your back. But Rob, chime
Yeah.
in. I want to hear Rob.
But wives, you don't know what your
Yeah,
multiple wives doing. You think you just dealing with them by yourself. You don't think they going to other men too?
Ma'am,
You gotta be crazy.
I got women of God. They know
Yeah.
they
Okay.
notice they know the spirit is what
You haven't been seeing the headlines lately with pastors been having sex with
ma'am, I'm not
different.
ma'am,
Just being
those are Christian
honest.
pastors. I'm not a Christian. Know the difference. But let's hear what Rob got to say.
yeah. Well, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I was having some technical difficulties at first. Yeah. What I'm hearing though is a lot of rebellious, selfish women. What I mean by that is women just seem to think, hey, women just seem to think it's gonna go their way or no way.
What selfishness are you hearing, Rob?
Thinking that a man is gonna be with you and only you.
Oh, that's
That's
selfish.
that's a played out mindset.
So
If you,
what's the mindset we should have, Rob?
it's not even the mindset that you should have. It's the mindset that you should adjust to. Because men make the
So is that
rules.
not
Hold
selfish,
on.
Rob?
Men make the rules. Do we not?
Is that not selfish to think that, Rob?
No,
Is that the truth? That we make the rules and the laws?
Not true.
Is
no,
God?
Y'all can't do nothing without us. Let's just be honest.
That's not what I asked you though. I asked.
I'm just saying, what can y'all do without us?
What I'm saying is we make the rules and y'all follow the rules. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Michelle, baby. I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna leave it like that.
yeah, and that's fine, and that's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Because we look at the women that's coming behind y'all. We understand that the Generation X women, they're lost. They're gonna be who they are. The women in their 40s and 50s, we understand that. That's why we normally don't even deal with older women because their mind already made up. So we'd rather deal with a younger woman that's got a more open mind,
And us
and she's
older
and
women
she
are
not and she not
definitely okay with it.
yeah, and she not stuck in her ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
one of our
no,
biggest
hold on.
points.
She said it's older women is like that. That's what she just said.
I
Which
didn't
is
hear.
she's saying
Yeah.
she's saying there's older women that's acceptable of what we talking about.
Yeah, yeah, those are smart women. They can adjust with what's going on. I mean, did you not listen to Kevin Samuels
What
since like
can
2020?
I ask y'all? What's the point of multiple women? What is it? What's the whole
Because
point of it?
the point of it is, by nature, we can handle more than one.
I'm saying, but what's the reason? Why do you want to? Even
Because
if by
we,
nature you
because
could, why do you need more than one?
because we want. That's the way God set it up.
Is that not selfish?
You talk to God about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. You talk to God about that. Because hey, here's the thing.
Guys, so
I was talking to a
yeah,
woman.
it's selfish. Okay.
Give me a
Oh,
second.
that's all I want to know.
Okay, I was talking to a woman about this same topic earlier today. You know what I'm saying? And she just can't fathom the understanding that God made men that can deal with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? We can have kids till we die.
Hmm.
You
We
know what I'm saying?
can too.
No,
No,
y'all
y'all can't.
can't. You ever
You
heard of
know that. You know that biological clock. You know that
Yeah,
biological clock.
unfortunately, mine don't tick.
We're
So
not talking about you. We're not talking about
I'm
anecdotal
just
experience.
telling you.
We're
Yeah, we're
not
talking about
speaking anecdotally though, man. We're speaking of the majority.
we're talking about as a whole, man. Generally speaking.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
woman body is meant for one man and one man only.
Is that not
Is
true?
that? Yeah, there we go. You can respond to that.
If y'all say so.
No, not
No,
what we saying. So is that not true?
Look, hey, I'll let y'all have the floor. I mean, because you lost me at the selfishness. When you couldn't break down was that selfish and you gotta throw that on somebody else like LaPrada, you know how you told me like you put that on somebody else.
yeah,
It's the same thing for Rob. You
yeah. It's
just
the Most High.
your answer to that selfishness question was God.
Well,
Like,
that's what I'm
no,
saying.
he ain't hear the answer, so you do it.
If you calling
You
that
may have the answer.
selfish, then you calling God selfish because He's the one that set it up like this.
Yes.
The only reason, hold on. The only reason you got the mindset you got right now is because you was born in America. That's the only reason.
So
If you
America is the
if
only country you think that believes in that?
oh
I don't think
yes,
America is the only country that believes in that.
what's the two biggest religions on the face of this planet?
You already know. What is it, Jerusalem? I mean the what is it? I'm so
Muslim.
tipsy. Muslim. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
see it. Yeah,
Islam, and
I'm
so-called
so tipsy.
Christianity,
Yeah, and
and both of them,
Christians.
and both of them based on polygyny. A man having multiple wives. Is that not true?
I can't agree with that because Christians, and from where I'm from,
Now,
are
that's not what I
more
said.
like
I said the Bible. The Bible and the Quran are based on men having
Christian.
multiple wives. It's totally acceptable by
But
Allah.
that's the
It's totally
Old
acceptable
Testament,
by
not the
God.
New Testament.
Man, I just
The
read to
Bible.
the New Testament what Christ said in the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins into one man.
Hold on. There's no such thing as the old and the new. It's one book.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you
But
checked out now.
the point is though, and we totally understand it. You know what I'm saying? We understand that women care about themselves more than they care about what God say. And that's fine with
And
us.
we understand that men care about themselves than more than what the
Well,
woman needs.
what the woman needs.
Hmm.
A woman needs to do what a man tell her to do. That's what she needs to do.
So there's no other opinion than just do what the man tell.
Yeah, that's the end result. If you want to keep your husband, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I ain't
if you
married.
got a right, and that's cool, and we have no problem with that. We ain't got no problem with that. What the other two ladies got to say? They've been pretty quiet. What they got to say?
Gina or Lakeithia, what you got to say, Lakeithia?
Oh, my laptop died. I'm sorry. I had to plug it back in.
You
I
good,
thought you
sis?
ran away. I thought I thought you ran away from
No,
smoke.
no, my laptop died, and I
Okay.
actually thought it was charged. Told you I don't hardly use this laptop. It's crazy. But what was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I really wasn't a question. We were just talking about how women follow their feelings, why men follow God.
And we're not talking about that. We're not talking about guys that don't follow God. We're
Please
talking
don't
about
say why men
We
follow
get
God. Say
another
why y'all follow God,
question.
because all men don't follow God.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
well,
We
that's
get
well, these.
all men.
Let me
we get
chime in,
another
y'all.
question. Another question.
Let
Come
me
on,
chime
D.
Let's
Come
in.
on,
get off
D.
this
Let me
multiple
chime in.
wives
Come
type
on, D.
stuff. 'Cause,
Let me chime in.
You go ahead.
It ain't too far off of that. I got a question for the ladies. How is it that, and y'all kind of touched on it earlier, but y'all didn't. Y'all didn't touch on it, but I kind of read between the lines. I don't think it's any guys out here that's not sleeping with somebody. I think every guy has somebody. And I think every woman, y'all smart enough to know that even if he tell me when he meet me he doesn't have anybody, he's been dealing with somebody. And you guys would still deal with that guy knowing he got somebody else, right? But so product touched on it. What's the difference in you dealing with that guy knowing he did it with somebody else, but not wanting your guy to deal with somebody else? Is it because you're not committed to this guy?
It's
Like,
definitely that. It's definitely that. I'm not allowing myself to be
commitment.
committed to something that I don't want, that I know I can't deal with.
But you'll give your body to him
Like,
though.
so are you
yeah,
saying you can share as long as he's not your man?
I'm not saying that sure he's still gonna open. You think he's gonna come in my house and tell me that or make it noticeable that he's dealing with another woman? No, I'm not gonna deal with him.
so basically you delusional.
Shit, y'all are too.
No, man,
if
we
you
No,
no
my
if you
thing is,
think a
man,
multiple wife don't just be sitting there and not dealing with and waiting on you every day, she
ma'am,
dealing with somebody too, sir.
ma'am, I don't deal with women with your mindset. That's why you think every woman is like you. My wives are not like you.
Man, the brother, and look, sir. Like you said, I ain't saying that what you saying is wrong on your behalf, but I'm just telling you from a woman's standpoint. You can't speak for a woman. I'm a
You're not the
female. You're a
representation of
man.
every woman. You're
And
not a
you're
rep.
not a representative of a man.
I didn't
That's
say
why I'm
all.
telling you, all men don't
I
think
didn't
like
say
you.
all men, ma'am. That's not what I said. What I'm saying to you is that you're delusional. That you would still sleep with a man,
And you
knowing.
understand.
Let me finish. You're delusional if you still sleep. You would sleep with a man without a title, but that you think that you may not know emphatically if he's messing with another woman. But hey, that's not my man. But still, I'm gonna sleep with him. That's delusional.
So you don't think it's delusional to think that you have multiple wives that when you splitting time with the other wife, she not talking to another man at some
it don't
point?
matter. Yeah, it don't matter if she do or
It's
not though.
delusional.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna tell you why I don't.
delusional.
No, I'm gonna tell you that makes her a
Definitely
liar.
delusional.
That makes her a liar
Let me tell
because
and what
if
are
I
you?
hold on, if
Oh,
I'm
but
man,
it don't.
hold on, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm man enough to tell her straight up when I meet her that hey, you know what, I deal with other women, and she accepts that, and when I'm dealing with another woman for like what's today, Monday, if Monday night I'm with her, and she go out, my woman that's at home go out and do something else, that makes her a liar. Why she just can't do what I did? Come to me straight up and say, you know what, I want to deal with
I
somebody
was
else.
just about to. I was just about to say, 9 times out of 10, the woman the same way. She dealing with somebody else too. So
That's why I said
what
Thank
is
it's
you,
it?
my
Lakeithia.
thing is, will she
Thank
throw it
you.
out there though?
It
Will
ain't
she
about
admit
being
it?
a liar. Because I promise you, when I date, I tell them up front, I'm very open. So it's not about me lying. Yeah, I date. And people, that's what people don't understand what dating is. Dating
No,
is I can talk to
we were
this
talking about
person, that
wives.
person.
No,
Is
no, we were
dating
just
in the
talking about
Bible?
Well, if I'm
females.
married, no.
Let me-
When I'm committed to someone, that's different. No, I'm
Is
committed
dating
to that
is
person.
dating in the
And just like
Bible?
that person need to be committed to me.
Is dating in the Bible?
Can I
I
ask
don't
you a
know. I
question,
don't
LaPrada?
know
Hold
Why
what
on,
are
kind
we
of
hold
basing
on, hold
this
on,
off
hold
of
on.
the
God.
Bible? Let's just base this off real
Hold on.
life because everybody
I'm
don't
asking her
live by the
something.
Bible.
I'm asking her something. I'm asking her something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is dating in the Bible? Lakeithia?
No, it's all about marriage. But
Okay. I
first of
asked.
all,
Hold up.
like she just,
Now, hold up.
why are we relating this to biblical?
You want to
First
know
of
why?
all, why we can't just relate this to
Kayla,
everyday
don't run,
lifestyle?
Kayla.
I'm gonna tell you why this
No,
conversation.
no, it's not.
I'm gonna tell you why this
Let me
conversation
look
is
at you.
biblical.
I had to go get us some more wine.
Hold
I
up.
had to go
No,
refill
thank
a
you. It's
cup,
my
a gallon
AirPod.
full of.
I'm gonna tell you why this conversation is difficult because when I first got in here, I asked you all a question and you all said you believe in God. You all say that you are Christians. So are you really a Christian or are you just a fake Christian? You pick
But
and choose.
you
Well,
asked
let
the
me finish.
question.
Let
You
me
asked the
finish.
question, do we believe in God? And we said yes.
Let me
It's
finish.
not.
That don't
I
Let
make
me
can't
us
just
be
finish.
tell you
fake.
every day I'm living by the
Can I
Bible.
can I land my
Yeah.
plane?
Yeah,
The whole can I land
I'm
my
not gonna
plane?
be sitting here and tell you that every day
But hold up, can I land my
because
plane?
everybody don't do it.
We're not talking about everybody. I'm talking about you ladies. If you say you are a follower of Christ and you follow God, but you're not actually following what God instructed, are you really a follower of God and Christ is the real question. Because y'all keep talking about
I
everybody else.
am.
We're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about you all. If God say a man can have multiple wives, who are you? You ain't God. God don't say
Let
a
me tell
woman.
you this. Okay.
So you
Okay.
just
And I'm
prefer
Hold on,
signed
hold
So
up
on,
with
hold
okay.
this
on,
whole
hold on,
situation.
Kayla.
Okay,
Let's
go
go.
the problem.
Hold
Wait
on,
a
Sorry.
y'all.
minute.
Hold on, Prada.
Go.
So
Okay.
it's two sides of that coin. Prada is saying what I was saying earlier before you got on. I think 90% of men cheat. That's just me. From my experience,
Me
even
too.
me and being around
Facts.
guys. And
Yep.
y'all said women earlier, okay, well, 10% don't cheat. And there's already a so-called shortage of men. So you're not going to be able to, odds are, you're not going to be able to find a guy who's going to be faithful to you. So I think last week, Rob asked a young lady, so you willing to just be single for the rest of your life? Because the odds are you're not going to find that guy. Now, Prada said, "Are you with?" So, and you're not obviously ready to adjust your thinking to saying, okay, well, either I'm going to be single for the rest of my life because I'm not going to share, or everybody's pretty much doing that, and I got to either Do what
You
I'm
know,
doing now. Don't claim nobody, but still sleep with him and let him do him. We pretty much open and honest. Or I gotta get with the program. So okay, well, here I'll go along with it, but here are the boundaries. Here's what I would want to happen if you're gonna do that.
I'm gonna say this, D. Just like y'all keep talking about women and accepting cheating and all that. I mean, men cheat and all that. Do y'all not believe women cheat, or are
Of
we
course.
just good at it?
No,
Yes,
we
man.
really don't. Yeah, we know y'all do.
We know women cheat.
Cause you gotta know.
They don't
I'm gonna
care.
be honest
They
with
don't
you.
care.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
you
don't
think
care.
your wives are
Yeah, we really don't
perfect,
care.
but we got
Don't
Ma'am,
care.
secrets, baby.
ma'am, stop
As long
You
speaking
as
going
they
on
to
my.
the
don't
grave
see it.
with
But I'm
it.
As long
saying
as they don't see
you
it. A
don't know my
man,
wives speak on my wives though. I'm saying like be respectful.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in
She's
general.
speaking in
I'm not
general. Yeah,
talking
she's speaking in
to
general.
But
like
you
you
said
necessarily.
but you said my wives though. Let's speak from a
I'm
general
speaking in
hypothetical.
general. Don't take that personal. Please don't. We're not doing that.
Most definitely. So to answer
Hold
your
on.
question, yes, we
Let me
know
meet it.
females
Finna
cheat.
come in there.
Truth be
She ain't
told,
nobody in there.
they have done a poll that more women cheat than men. So we're
I
at
got
the
them all.
end of the day, what I'm trying to get you all to understand and everybody on this channel that are men are trying. Hey Bob, your background. Bob, your background.
Yeah.
I mute him.
can you throw it
I
on
just muted
mute?
him.
Yeah. So what we're trying to get you all to understand, you don't have to accept it. Hey, die alone, get your dog and your cat and your vibrator and call it a day.
No, you
But
can die with a man that don't cheat, because it's
hold
some that don't.
on, hear
We're
what I'm
not gonna
It
do
is.
that.
this is what we're saying. Men, this is in our nature. We can step outside of men and look at the animal kingdom. The male species has multiple dogs, cats, lions, tigers, bears,
But La
whatever.
Prada, why are you trying to make it seem like it's either cheat or nothing else? It's
Let me
some men that don't think like you,
Listen,
love.
let me finish, man.
exactly. This is
Can
what
you,
I want to point out. This is what I
can
want to point out.
you let me
Go,
You have
finish?
so,
Latikia.
You cut me
there's
off.
so many there's
Y'all
so
cut me
many
off.
religions.
Y'all cut me
Right.
off.
You
Y'all
got so
cut me
many
off.
people believing in what they believe in.
Ma'am, you
So
cut me
hey,
off.
you believe in having
Hold
multiple
on, little
wives.
product. We're gonna
We
come back
don't.
to you. We're gonna come back to you.
Okay, let me finish saying
I'm
what
just
I'm saying.
that's all I wanted to say.
I'm
That's
not
all I
even
wanted to
talking
say.
about religion. I'm not
I'm
talking
I'm after this I'm gonna change it to something else. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not talking about religion right now. What I'm telling you is that throughout history, I'm
I'm sorry, your whole
man,
conversation has been religion.
I'm
So
stepping outside of
stop.
I'm
What?
talking about I'm
I'm gonna
talking about
believe this
I'm talking
podcast.
about I'm
Oh
stepping outside
my
of religion right
god.
now. Can you listen? I'm saying I'm stepping outside of the Bible right now. I'm speaking from a general perspective. Throughout history and even in modern time, men have multiple women than they always have. When you look at the male species as a whole, the male species has multiple women, no matter if you all want to accept it or not. But I'm here to tell you all, y'all old. And I'm here to tell you ain't gonna run across no man that's just gonna be with you. It's a 18-year-old coming off the assembly line every single day, and they're more acceptance of this. They're more in tune or getting on their man's page. A lot of you older women are set in y'all ways and fail to understand that you're gonna die alone. In the midst of dying alone, you're gonna die homeless. That's why I ask you, what's your income? How much you need to have saved? And
Miss
y'all,
Al,
hold on, let me finish. And y'all don't even,
you
y'all don't,
lost me with it.
hold on, hear me out. But y'all don't even notice that you need a man. You need a man, and the man that you're desiring is not here, and he does not want you. He's going to get someone else younger than you. He's going to get
Take
someone
him. Take
different
him.
than you. I mean, that's the facts, man. Because how old are you? You almost 50, right?
No, I'm
Are you
40,
almost
baby. No.
you 40? Okay, you 10 years from 50, and you still ain't
Right.
got no man. You ain't got no husband. So, ma'am,
It's definitely not about force. It's definitely about choice.
that's the typical saying all y'all women say, man.
No,
It's really
no,
about
because I
force.
got rings to prove it.
Ma'am, having a ring don't mean nothing if you ain't got the championship, and that's the husband. You
The
still
championship, because my thing is, see,
not a
some people
woman.
get married for social media
There
and
you
for
go,
all the
girlfriend.
Wrong
extras. I get
reason.
married to not have ever divorce.
Man, we're
Ever
not talking about
divorce.
anybody else. We talking about you. Stay on
That's
subject.
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. So if I feel like it's gonna be
Still,
some kind of
still.
rupture in that relationship, I'm not gonna marry you.
keyword. You say I feel. You making this about you. You're selfish, like Bob said when she first came in here, and that's why you do
So
not
so
have words.
it's not about you when you say you want multiple wives.
Man, you was created for a man, not the other way around, and that's what you fail
Okay.
to understand.
I see you got a one track mind, LaPrada.
Oh man, I'm staying on subject. The
Wait a
whole
minute.
You know
Yeah.
what?
But
Let
you
me hold
it's,
on,
Wait,
y'all.
it's
you
That's
say
religion when
why
it
you
works
have
for
to date
you.
younger women, and you're right, and that's why you date younger women, like you said, because they ain't there,
You
they
don't
Hold
ain't
on,
know.
there,
y'all.
they
I
Hold
don't
on
on,
church.
date. I
Gina.
don't date. I have wives. I don't date, and I
Hold on,
don't
hold
have
on,
Well, maybe
LaPrada.
your
wives.
wives, they're younger. Well,
Hold
maybe
on,
I
your
don't
LaPada.
wives are
know.
younger, because
Gina,
ain't no
what you got to
way.
say, Gina?
I don't know. I heard somebody say y'all old. Who said that?
Gina,
The
I already
Yeah,
product.
because
know.
I ain't old.
How old
I'm
you is,
The
Gina?
38, but
What
I
product
you
ain't
said we
say?
old.
owe.
I ain't
Gina,
It
old.
wasn't
how old
me,
are you,
no.
sweetie?
He don't
Huh?
call us hoes. We old.
We
I ain't
He
old?
done,
saying nothing. I
Let
he
ain't
me
done
saying
tell
No,
you
called
nothing.
us
something
he
everything
about
didn't
being
say
I
that.
don't
He
think
but
he
old.
didn't
not
say
called us
that.
no
crazy.
hoes
Gina,
though.
Old
He
is
didn't
a
He
say
didn't say
that.
that.
privilege.
Gina,
He
Being
Oh,
been
old
okay.
is
respectful.
a
I ain't gonna say.
blessing.
I,
Do
I
you
didn't say. I
understand?
didn't
Because I
say
know
it
y'all
wasn't a
probably
blessing.
feel
I
like
just said how
that's
old are you,
something
sweetie?
that
I am 55.
Yeah, you old. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
He
I
said
am
you
blessed and
owe.
happy.
Let me
I
do this. Let me do
am.
this.
oh,
But let me
Let me
tell you
do
something.
this.
I don't use that word to
it's
describe myself.
Okay, delusional, but go ahead.
I'm not delusional, baby.
Oh,
You
Hold
old.
I am
on.
seasoned.
Hold on, Prada. Hold
There's
on.
a
You
difference.
old.
Hold on, Prada. I'm gonna mute you,
There's
Prada.
a
I'm
difference
about to mute you,
between
Prada.
old
Hold
and
on,
seasoned.
Prada.
I'm not old, baby. I'm seasoned.
Prada's very rude sometimes.
He's
he
You're
very
very
rude.
is.
rude.
Calm down,
But
Prada,
he
baby.
don't
We
like when
just
women be
being
My
cool
rude
here.
mindset
too.
has to be young and dumb. Has to be young and dumb because
Okay, this is
ain't no woman of our age gonna date you. You're rude. You're
I
not
don't want.
respectful.
I don't
You're
want that
rude.
old ass.
Yes, you are.
all right. Okay, real
I
quick. Hold
always
on.
think
And
the
we don't
Prada.
want your
Man, we
young
don't want
ass.
your young ass then.
Hey,
It's
let's get some order.
simple.
Let's restore
Hey,
order in
PJ,
here.
let's
I'm
move
gonna mute
on.
everybody in a
Now we
minute if I
found
can.
that out.
So hold on. Let me, cause y'all. I
Young
think
minds do
Lakita's a
young do
nurse.
stupid shit.
Lakita, you a nurse, right? So you know what to tell everybody about their blood pressure going up? Because I know Gina pressure gonna go up, and
I
she at work.
don't.
I
I'm a
know
nurse.
Love
Mine always
pressure been
good.
up because she's on her second glass of wine. It's
Nah,
not.
she on the whole bottle.
She would have got
y'all
the
do need
bottle.
the Prada.
Okay, okay. Let me ask y'all this, ladies, guys too. Being that you're single, the women who can date you, like what do you look for? And again, if I were to poll probably 50 women and ask those 50 women how many relationships have you been in, and they say 10 each, out of those 10 relationships, probably 8 of those guys cheated on them. Facts. So you want a guy who's not going to cheat on you, who's going to be faithful. Okay, I got that. Who else can date you? What else does he have to bring to the table, or he has to have?
He gotta meet me with finances. I'm not gonna lie to you because I can't date nobody that's making less than me. I'm sorry. I just
Mm.
can't. I just can't. It's just
Why
I
not?
can't
Why?
bring you because I
Why?
can't bring you to my lifestyle. You don't deserve to be here.
Oh wow.
Wow,
You don't made the money to be here.
Miss
Let me ask a question.
Kayla.
Can I ask a
Wow.
I'm
question?
just being
I
honest.
mean, okay, okay.
Can I ask a question?
Go
Hold on,
ahead,
hold on,
baby.
hold on, hold on, Rob.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay,
Let me get
okay, cool.
everybody to answer first.
Okay,
Lakeitha,
yeah.
what about you? We're gonna come back to you, Miss Kayla, though.
Uh,
Lakeitha,
Okay.
what's up?
what a guy has to bring that can date me. Ugh. Well, he has to, like she said, financial. He has to be stable,
Can he make less than you?
and yeah, uh-huh, he can. Um, I go off to when I say stable, he needs to be mentally stable too, as well.
Yes, I
Um,
agree with you.
I just find but I like a man to be a man. I like for a man, if he's gonna lead me, he has to know how to lead me. Because I left a relationship because he didn't know how to lead. And he was older, but he didn't know how to lead. And there's different types of I don't know. What I look for a guy to provide, make me feel safe. Period. Off instant connection, he has to make me feel safe. Period. Like it's got to be a connection, some type of way. But I just like for a man to be a man, take charge, take lead. I don't because a lot of stuff I've been, independent for a long time here and there,
Hmm.
so I can make things. So I need for a man to be a man.
Gotcha. What about you,
I
Gina?
agree.
um, I would need him to come with some communication skills.
Hey, Gina, you look good for your
Yeah.
age. Too. I ain't gonna lie. You can get it, but go ahead. Real
Well,
old
thank you. I try to take good care
Santa
of
looking for
myself.
He
us
must
right
be on
now.
her page. He must be on her page. But go
Nah,
ahead.
I'm looking for her right now. Gina, what's your last name on Facebook?
I'm not trying to be one of your wives.
Nah, I just want to look at your page. That's all.
Because I'm too old, remember?
Gina, nah, I just want to look at your page. That's all.
I'm
Why
gonna
you want to look
cry.
at it?
What's your last name on Facebook?
In the
No, but
chat
he
group,
has to come with
in the
some.
chat group, click on the name in the chat group, Prada. I think I added you to it.
He did. Um,
Don't have him go
he
look
needs
us up.
communication
Well,
skills.
I mean,
if you
He
were
Facebook
right,
needs
public.
to have God in his life. He
Mhm.
needs to know how to lead. Um, he doesn't have to make more money than me, but he does have to work. He needs to be motivated to work. He needs to move around. We ain't gonna lay around him all day. We're not doing none of that. So yeah, I can work with that.
All right, Rob. Miss K Love said if he comes to the table, he better make the same or more money than her. What do you think about that?
Man, I think that's a terrible mindset because it's
Why?
based on finances, not character. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't looking at she can lose everything tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Who are you if you're not making the income? Should a man that make, let's say a man, after you lose everything and men start saying, well, hey, a woman got to make what I make or more. And if you're not working,
Can I say this? The reason why I say that, Rob,
I didn't
is
stop
because
you. I didn't stop you. I didn't cut you off.
okay, okay.
You so unruly.
yeah.
Really?
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
you
joking. I'm
ain't
joking.
gotta
I'm just
do
teasing.
all this
I'm
because
just
I'm
teasing. I'm just
not.
teasing. I'm just teasing. But
Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
yeah. Women don't look at that. You know what I'm saying? If they lose everything tomorrow, then what?
Okay, the reason why I said the finance part because I want to be submissive. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to be that wife that my husband say, baby, I want you to go to the grocery store, go get this, that, and that, and cook that tonight and have that ready by 9, have my bath water run. I do want to be that woman. I
Uh
want
huh.
to be that woman. And I feel like the only way I can be that woman is if he's able to take over this household without me.
Okay, what's their income have to be?
It don't have to be in the 150.
Okay, what percentage of men make that?
I
There we
understand
go.
that. But see, we can't say that because
No,
it's a
no, no,
lot
no,
of
no.
men that make
Let's
good
no,
good
let's
money.
let's let's
Percentage
deal with it
wise.
then. Yeah,
Percentage
let's deal
wise.
with it. Yeah, let's deal with it. What
You
percentage of men?
your pool, the more you talk, K Love, the more you shrink your pool. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
I'm okay with that
Get a
because I
D.
can sit in the house.
That begs the question that they asked earlier. Are you okay with being single for the rest of your life since you
I
shrinking your own
definitely
pool?
am. I definitely am.
So you just
I'm
gonna
definitely am.
okay, okay.
But
But
I
what
do
percent?
want to be submissive. If I get a husband, I want to be submit. I want to be that woman that he can say, "How he can be out all day, he can come home and say,
Okay.
baby, do this, run my bath water, do this, go to the grocery store, cook this. I want to eat this tonight." You know, I want to be that woman, and I feel like the only way I can be that woman if I'm not stressed about bills.
You didn't
He
answer that
ain't gotta
question,
say
Nikki.
it. It's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
still you
done.
said a lot. You
You
said a
didn't
lot,
answer
but you
that
still didn't answer
question.
the
What's the
question.
percentage of men that make 150,000 a year, man?
Let me Google it for you.
I got the answer for you. It's 1.1%.
I can't say that's not. I don't believe that. I think that's
Ma'am, I
black
would share, I
men.
would share, I would share the screen
Look it
right
up.
now.
Look it up.
Is that black men or is that all men?
It's black men, ma'am. Don't you
See,
want a
I'm
black
not
man?
saying black. I'm not limiting myself to black.
Okay, go ahead. White men don't want you either, but go ahead.
Lies. Had one. Had one. Lies. Had one. Let him go. Proposed and
You headed for the
everything.
night.
But not
Go
true.
ahead.
Y'all
Not
so
true.
wrong. Y'all
Proposal
so
and
wrong.
everything.
I'm going by
Not
stats
true.
though. I'm going by
I'm
stats.
trying to find Gina. Gina, what's your last name on Facebook?
Go on
Don't
your
be
Click
looking
messenger,
for
on
Miss
that.
men.
Prada. Go on your messenger.
Hold on.
What percentage that is though? I don't want to get off topic.
Okay.
Well, how old are you, Rob?
I'm 46.
Damn, you that old?
Yeah.
He called everybody.
You could everybody
Yeah.
know.
He
Rob
did.
just looked young. Rob just
How
looked
old are
young.
you?
Man, that nigga been
Laprada,
telling me he's
how old are
39.
you?
I'm 39, man.
How old are you?
39.
Huh?
I'll be
So
40 in September.
you my age then, LaPrada, so you
Wait a
can hush.
minute.
Okay,
I'm,
so you right there. I'm 38. So how you gonna be sitting up here calling somebody old?
but man,
Right.
when you turn 38, that means you can't have no more kids.
I don't want no
40.
more. I got one and I'm done.
I just had a baby at 40.
All right, but hold up, check this out. You said you don't
Not
want
trust me,
you,
I ain't gonna
you said you
be
don't want no more kids, correct, Lakeithia? Is that correct?
40. Right.
Okay, so so let's say you get with this Pixar movie man that you talking about you want, and he want to have some
Who?
more
Get
kids.
with who?
If you
You
Pixar
rock
get with
with
movie.
who?
yeah, this Pixar movie guy you talking about, and he want to have kids, do you think he gonna want to be with you?
Well, that's his deal breaker then. That's his deal breaker.
Hold on, Gina. You
No,
at work.
I wouldn't
You
be a
said you
woman.
had 30 minutes, Gina, from 8
Yeah, and
to
I'm about to.
8:30.
It's time for me to get off. I gotta go.
Okay. Hey, thanks for joining, Gina. Have a great
Thanks
rest
for
of your day.
having me. I really appreciate it,
Me
even
and
though I
Gina.
didn't really get to do the
Yeah, your
full.
mic. Next time I'm gonna bring you on again, and we're gonna get a better mic. Hey, Prophet, I text you her Facebook stuff. Go
I
take a
see
look
you
at
in
it.
a little bathing
Okay,
suit. I
Gina.
see you.
Have a great rest of your
He
night,
don't need
sweetheart.
my Facebook stuff. He
Yeah,
don't
he
want to
got it.
watch no old shit.
Be
I
right
got
back
you.
there, so.
All right, have a great night, Gina.
See y'all later.
All right.
Y'all are so funny.
Yeah, I already found me K Love too. I seen your page and Lakeithia's.
You found everybody page.
Yeah, I already looked them up. I seen Lakeithia and her blue scrubs and everything.
Hey, Lakeithia, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go over your flyers and let people know what you do, so you can kind of go over
Yeah,
it
that's
in
almost my
5 minutes.
bedtime.
Yeah. So hey, another
Almost
question
like
for
a
for the ladies. For the ladies, do y'all feel like, have y'all ever been in a situation in which the guy didn't want you, but he didn't want anybody else to have you?
Ooh,
Here we
happens
go.
every day. Happens every day. Hap-
Man,
What
Happens
what
every
what did,
day.
what did you do in that situation?
Gotta cut them off.
Did you? How long did it take you to cut him off?
When I figured it out. Soon
How
as
did
I
you figure it out?
found out that because he was showing like you don't want to do what I need for you to commit to me. But yeah, you don't want me to go out. You don't want me to have fun. You don't want me to, you trying to tie me down. You trying to make sure I don't have, I'm obligated so I can't have no fun in life. Like I knew then what it was. So I just blocked him.
this
Hmm.
a 40-year-old woman talking about having fun, but continue on.
Lakeithia,
But
hold
so
on,
wait a
Caleb.
minute, hold on.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
so you don't supposed to have fun because you 40?
Man,
You
you
know, what's
supposed to be
the age limit on fun?
man. What? How old is your youngest child?
10 months.
You, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Bye, LeBron.
No, man, you got a damn near brand new baby talking about having fun. Do you
What that
really?
mean? Your life's supposed to be over because you got a new baby? Is that
Man,
what you said?
that's how selfish you are. The moment that you have a
So
child is
what
no
about
longer.
your
Hold on,
selfishness?
can you let me finish? The
No,
moment that you have children is no longer about you.
Is that so what is it no longer about you when you have kids?
Hold up, no, it's not.
Lies. Okay, but go.
But you got a newborn baby, and you are a
She got
mother.
a newborn, she 10 months.
It's damn near newborn baby. The
Break it
baby
down.
Yeah.
ain't even here yet. So what I'm saying to you is that's how selfish you are. That you more concerned about turning the
That doesn't
baby.
mean you're selfish. Life, you gotta keep living. Life don't stop because you have new kids. I'm an excellent mother. You can ask anybody about me.
You gonna
Excellent
let me
mother. So does that mean I'm supposed to not do anything else but be a mother?
hold up.
hey y'all, Gina still watching. She said, "Oh damn, I'm still having fun." Yeah.
Man.
So Gina too old to have fun. LaPrada, she too old.
Man,
Right.
Gina having too much fun when I look on her page.
Yeah. Yeah. She ain't no 1 minute. 1 minute,
He a
Lakeithia.
mess.
After
He a
after you
mess.
after you talk, Lakeithia, I'm gonna show you your slides. So what did you do in that situation in which the guy really didn't want you, but he didn't want anybody else to have you? What did you do? And how long? Obviously you left, but how long did it take you? Did you stay way past due?
I don't have those type of situations. I just leave. I'm the type of person, if I don't, there's more
Hold on,
than
Rob. I know
just,
you
I
want to,
can
Rob. I
say,
know. Go ahead, Keith.
I don't say that the guy didn't want me. Is I'm gonna walk away if I don't feel like I'm no reciprocation, like the communication, the consistency. I leave a relationship for that type of stuff, not just me thinking a guy didn't want me. Nah, I ain't been in one of those situations like that. It's been more of they not ready. They not ready for a commitment. So
Right.
hey, still go have your
Right. Not want me. It's more of, like you said, Lakiti, it's more of he
yeah, 'cause
wouldn't do what
they
I
still
wanted him to
want
do,
you.
so I moved on.
Mm. Rob, what do you say about that to Miss Lakithia?
Yeah, I mean that's the key. A lot of men don't want to get married. You know, women can't once they feel get hurt or they feel like they're done. It's you know what I'm saying. So with that resume, if I'm trying to talk to you or any other man trying to talk to you, and you tell them when you get upset, you just what do you expect us to? What do you expect our comment? Oh, this is a good one, a good candidate for me to be dealing with. You're not a good candidate. When
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying when times get rough, I just leave. No, I'm saying after multiple, no communication, no consistency. And I'm telling you that, hey, we need to communicate more. We need to do this. I feel like I'm talking to a wall. Then, hey, I'm just going to leave that situation and I'm going to walk away because obvious you ain't trying to have nothing over here.
okay, my next question would be: have a guy ever left you?
Mm-mm,
That's the
nope.
problem. Again, you wouldn't be a good candidate for a man to try to marry. If all 100% chance you're going to leave, why would I even deal with you besides sexually? Why would I?
Because it's not that I'm just gonna leave. You saying like if a problem come in a relationship that I'm just gonna walk away. Like, oh no, I'm gonna leave. No, 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 no. I'm not just gonna leave.
Resume
I'm
says,
saying I'll walk away for if it's gonna keep being repeated. Um, what you say? Like, if he's gonna keep on having the lack of, then yeah, I'm gonna leave.
how many husbands have you left?
I haven't been married.
My point. I already knew that. You know what I'm saying? But you getting with these guys, giving them your body, giving them your time. If you got infinity time, and you leaving these guys,
Who said I was giving my body my time?
and you said relationship. I'm
I
listening.
just didn't want to answer the question. I just didn't want to answer the. I didn't answer the question. I didn't say I was giving somebody my time and my body at the moment. Did I? Nope.
Man, we ain't delusional, man.
You said 100% of the time. You said nobody has ever left you. So I'm talking about relationships, and you know, in these relationships, you dropping off sex.
Oh yeah, when I'm in a relationship, yes.
Speaking about relationships, so again, it's basically like you're getting ran through by all these different men, and you still leaving. That makes zero sense. Especially for a man like me that's looking for a wife, you would not be a good
How
candidate.
you gonna say all those? How you gonna say all those relationships? How you know I ain't had number two relationships or three? How you gonna say all of those relationships?
Dang, you know you had more than two
Well, you
relationships.
can't count my body count. Yeah, you can't count my body count.
I'm only speaking of relationships. Now I'm sure you
I
had.
know, and you don't know how many I've had. So how can you say, "Well, I'm getting ran through by all these men"? If I tell you only been in two relationships, that's all you know that I've been with two men.
Oh yeah, that too can drain you too.
Okay, well, you said I was ran through. I don't classify that as ran through.
Yeah, you can get ran through by one or two guys. That's not your.
Okay,
Let me,
that's your opinion. That's your
Lakithia,
opinion.
let me ask you this. So when you get married by this 10%, you found a needle in a haystack, right? You get married, you say vows. A part of the vows, I don't remember mine 26 years ago, but for richer, for poor, sickness and health. In other words, good or bad. Are you gonna take that part out, the bad part? Like, are you gonna take some out? Because you
No.
have to stay. Like, if you get married,
Yeah,
you're
that's
supposed
what
to
I'm saying.
stay.
Because if you done got to that part for marriage, then that is it must be something that he's over here doing to keep me. That means he's communicating, he's consistent, he's being a provider, he makes me feel safe. He's reciprocating in the relationship. It's not just me giving 80 and he's doing 20. He's really putting in the work. He doing 100%, I'm doing 100%, then yes, I'm gonna marry that man.
But you know, honestly, and I may be by myself in this thought, but just listening to you, you left every man, and no man has ever left you, and your reason is he didn't want to do something negative, right? I think when you get married, I think you're gonna leave him
It's
because your
okay.
track record suggests that.
No, I'm not.
Like you've never not left a man. You've never not left a man.
Right. Who would ever
So
take that?
if I'm a betting man, because a lot of times that's just marriage is just on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been in a relationship with a guy and y'all was almost acting as if y'all was married, and he didn't, whatever he neglected to do or wasn't consistent with, it caused you to say, you know what, I'm out. And it was just easier because there was nothing on paper.
But D, some of us don't believe in divorce. That's why I'm not married.
I agree. And that's why I'm
And
telling the
some of us
kids.
believe in making sure that everything is right before they do the broom jumping. You
But you
know what
don't
I'm
just
saying?
switch it up like that neither though. Because
No,
people
I'm not saying that we switch it up because I'm like Lakeithia. Nobody's never left me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always
So
left
you a
him.
leaver
But
too. So you be leaving. Wow. Go ahead.
well, yeah, I mean, I just have
I
a
hope
strict no
no
bullshit
10%. I hope
contract over here.
nobody in the 10% is watching this. But go ahead.
Yeah.
The shade, Lakeithia, we out here on our own.
Right,
But
I know,
anyway,
girl. We outnumbered, but Gina done left us, but
right.
that's okay. That's all right. That's all
Okay,
right.
it's
I'm
okay.
gonna hold my own
Right,
because I
right.
know
But in the same
it's
sense, we don't. Some women don't like. I don't believe in. My mama never got divorced, so I don't believe in divorce. So I believe in sticking
how
it
Okay.
old
out.
I
When
got
you
how
something
old
say
for
them
you.
vows and
I
you
got
set
something
them
for you
vows, you
then.
got to be ready to say that. Hold your ground.
I got something for you then, Miss K Love. So you're not opposed to being married, correct? You said if he has himself together, then okay, you get
I'm
married.
definitely not.
What if he cheats on you? What do you do? Do you leave or you stay?
If
Because
I've set them vows, I gotta stay. That's how. That's what I feel. For me, I'm not
okay,
speaking for nobody else.
because the odds are he's going to
I
do
will
what?
cheat.
Okay,
Cheat.
okay.
Yeah, and the
So why
odds
would you?
are
If those are the odds, why wouldn't you want a guy who's going to be like, look, you should want that honesty. Y'all should be tired of dealing with these liars and these guys who say they ain't with anybody, and you get with them.
who said I'm dealing with them?
Oh,
Oh
let me.
my
You've been
God.
dealing with them, Kayla. Okay, listen. My pressure about to go up. Let me go to a slide. Let me go to a slide. Like Keith, I'm about to play some slides, and you kind of explain the slides. Give me a minute, y'all. and we went to it, and it was so dope, y'all. Like let me say this, and it was so mature, so the atmosphere was so great. Whatever vibe you looking for, whatever lifestyle you looking for, is there. If you married, it's a great event for your husband and wife. If you single, it's a lot of single people there. I was meeting different people from New York, from Cali, from Florida, from different states. It was just a great time. And my best friend, he didn't want to leave. He wanted to go every day. Literally, he wanted to go I don't party like he does. He wanted to go every day. So that's a great event. What, you have a website? What's the website?
Yeah. So Texas Takeover is under www.urbanentertainment.com, and Call In Sick, the Black Boat, is under www.callinsickgetaways.com.
Gotcha. Thanks for that, Lakeithia. Now, who was I? I was on somebody.
Are you just inboxing?
Huh?
Yeah, you were talking to K-Love about her leaving Ed Man.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that was just exclusive for Lakeithia. But K-Love, you leave guys too, and then you said if he does cheat, you will stay. I just don't get it. Hold on, I think you on mute. Are you muted?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. If I'm married, yeah, because I took those vows.
That's bullshit.
But y'all know the odds.
The problem. Don't start
I'm
no
thinking,
shit
I
now.
didn't say nothing. That wasn't even me.
I've heard of
Rob,
a
I'm
hopeless.
sorry. The problem.
I've
My
heard
bad.
of
I'm
a hopeless
sorry.
romantic. I've heard of that. You know, it never dawned on me until now. Like I hear hopeless romantic, but in one ear out the other ear. Now I'm really seeing hopeless romantics. Like y'all really think that guy exists, and y'all think y'all gonna land them. The odds are not on your side. Y'all gonna have to get on board at some point. Not no pun intended.
I'm not rolling the dice, D.
You are rolling.
I'm just saying. It is what it is.
Hold on, can y'all be in an open relationship? K-Love, can you be in an open relationship? Lakeithia?
No, but I'm gonna say no. But
That's
of
gonna be
course, men cheat.
single.
Hold on, but you just said you can share as long as you're not married, because that's what y'all been doing.
Who
Y'all
said that? We
said
just
y'all can
talking.
share,
This just
and
general
I said,
conversation. I never told you that.
y'all did say that because I said, would it be? I said, is the reason you can share now is because you're not committed to him, and y'all said, yeah. But if I was committed, then he couldn't do that. But since I'm not committed and he ain't really mine, he can do what he want to do. I thought that's what you guys confirmed.
I don't care.
You don't care what he does?
I don't like that. I don't like, if I'm single, he's single. Hey, you do you and I'm gonna do me.
Right.
But if
That's
we
what I'm
don't
saying. So that's pretty much
God,
open
then it's
then.
different.
That's not a relationship though. D.
That's it.
Let's just be
It's not a
honest.
relationship.
Right.
That's not. It's
I
not a
promise you.
relationship.
I
It's
promise you.
a. It's a.
Any tangible man out there listening to you all are gonna stay far away as possible from you all with your minds.
I'm okay with
Let
that,
them
no
stay
problem.
home.
So let me show you a
Let
flyer.
them stay
I'm
home.
comfortable
This is
in
what
the
it sounds like
position, no
y'all
problem.
saying.
I'm
This is what
comfortable
it sounds
here.
like y'all saying. Let me play this.
Right.
Wow.
I just
Have y'all
want
seen the
one. I don't
toys?
need
Have you
one.
seen all
I
the
want
toys
one.
they make nowadays?
Right. Baby, the rose will give me more
Y'all know,
ecstasy than any man
deep
could.
It's so long.
down, y'all know them
I
toys ain't gonna do what a man can do. Don't do that. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that.
Shit.
promise you,
Y'all
I'm good over
settling,
here.
and y'all know it. Y'all just
And I'd
think
just
y'all are
rather
getting
be single by
okay. Well, don't
myself.
get married then. Just stay with your toys then. How about that?
I could
Man,
be
them toys
married.
out of their ass.
I'm
Them
cool
toys
with
like,
that.
them toys like, damn, bitch, put me down. I'm tired of y'all land, man.
The motor
I'm
so
tired of
hot.
you.
I'm
The
sick of
motor so
you. I'm
wide in the
sick of
little
you.
rose. The motor so hot.
Put me down.
Now
Shit, go ahead
y'all
and
men
shit.
just can't keep up with
I
them
just got
toys
a
and
new one,
y'all know
baby.
it. But
I
them
just got a
toys
new
do some
one.
things.
Wow.
And them
Wow.
toys do some things y'all men can't keep
Tell
up
them,
with.
Lakeithia.
Y'all low vibration is here. I ain't gonna
So,
It
lie.
do strong. I
so
need my toy to fuck with the man. I
let's
mean,
call them different.
We're gonna go like 5 more minutes, y'all. And I got to give
They
me
know
some
it.
wine or something. Let me ask you this: if the ladies, if you were married, would you go through his phone? If he left his phone open,
I
would you go through
definitely
his
don't
phone?
do that. That is
I
the
don't do that.
key to my mama always said, don't go through a man's phone unless you're gonna do something about it. Unless you're ready to do something about it.
So it seems
I
like
ain't
she was
ready.
saying that he's probably gonna cheat. That sounds like what I'm hearing. That's not what I'm hearing. That's not what she was setting you up for.
I probably am too, but he probably ain't gonna know. So as long as we don't
You a
know, we
cheater,
good.
Miss K Love?
Hmm. It's
I'm
not
so
cheating if you ain't
confused. I am
married, is
so
it?
confused. I am so
I feel like it's not
confused.
cheating if you're not married. True or false? La
I'm
Prada,
so
you
confused.
married. Do you think dating a woman is cheating?
Lakeithia, call me in a prescription because I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
La Prada,
You have a heart attack over there, and let me
can
get
you
you some
answer for
nitro.
me? Is it cheating if you're not married?
Look at Prada. Do him a prescription too. Look at Prada. Do him
La
one too.
Prada, come on, come on.
Ma'am, the moment you lay down with a man, y'all become one flesh. That's your husband. No
I,
matter how you want to not.
see, now I can't deal with you because we was
Trust me, I
talking about marriage.
would.
Now you saying just because you dealing with a man, you gotta be 100 with him.
I mean, I got
You
that.
dating.
I got that.
You dating.
I
You're
got.
not married.
I got that quantified earlier. I said, where did this concept of dating come from? This is a modern Western type of thing. The moment you sleep with a man, it's your husband. So you sitting here sleeping with different men, that's where STDs come in.
I said we was sleeping with different men. I just said cheating. Cheating doesn't have to be sexual. Cheating can be mentally.
Man,
It's not always physically.
man, the
I
moment
think
you
a man that's tying his brain up with another woman is cheating to me.
man, the moment that you sit down and have a drink with another man, I will agree that's cheating. But at the
Hey,
end but at the end of the day, what me as a man look like I'm providing for you and you sitting here with another man.
we ain't talking about you providing for me. I'm talking about we
Yeah,
dating.
I'm saying
I'm talking
even if
about we dating.
I'm saying him spending his money on you, him giving his time to you, that's still
He's
cheating
spending
on that.
mine and giving my time too. You don't think
Man,
I pay for dates? I don't mind paying for dates.
Man,
I
you
want
miss
to. Hey, I ain't
I
saying
want
nothing. I wouldn't do no.
Oh,
Hold
you've
on.
been
Gina,
too quiet too. I forgot you was on here. Come
let's
on,
see if
Rob.
Gina's mic working, y'all. Gina, can you? What?
can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I wanted to respond to you put something up there that said you want sex but not a relationship or something like that.
this what it's
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want
Sometimes you need a sex partner, not a.
having sex toys will ruin your sex life if you have a partner. Um, being single for so long, you can ruin that sex drive using that toy over time.
Mm,
When you finally meet that partner, he's going to have a problem.
yeah.
mm.
K Love, K Love just said that though. She just
And
said with that man, I gotta have my sex toy.
exactly. And she said
You know what? She did say that.
and
I
also
hear that, but I'm just confirming what she just said.
and
Right.
also having sex with too many men will ruin your sex life as well. That's why a lot of women have such low sex drives because they
But
didn't try this.
LaPrada, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not one of them women that have multiple men. I'm so scared of diseases. It's gonna be one man for me.
But we're not just talking about that. We're talking about the sex toys as well.
Mm, yeah.
Why not? I know women always say one man at a time. Y'all don't. Y'all still in 2025 still don't fucking get it. A husband, have sex with your husband. Stop having sex with these niggas that y'all in these so-called relationships with that be fake. Why not just get a husband and have sex with him for the rest of your life? Y'all
Who
come.
I
said
mean,
that
that would
wasn't a
be the
goal? Who
idea.
said that
No,
wasn't a
it might be
goal, Rob?
That would be the
no.
idea.
Let me. I got a question for the women, and I
All the
don't mean
time.
it. I don't mean to act like I'm
Save
just on the
yourself.
women. Quick question. We got like a couple more minutes, y'all. What would you do differently with a husband that you haven't done with a boyfriend?
That's my point.
What would he get out of it? Because most of the time y'all said if I marry him, that's because he fits the bill. So that means y'all been
Okay.
together for a small amount of time or amount of time. So in
Okay,
that small
so
amount of time you with him, what would make him say, okay, I'm gonna marry her? Like what is he not getting in his head that he's going to get when he get married, other than divorce and get half his stuff taken away? Like Rob mentioned last week.
okay, first of all,
And
we
that
can get a
was not
prenup
my
because I'm all
case.
for that. But
Hold on,
I'm
you
gonna
are
say
for what?
this
You are for what, Kayla?
for prenup. We can
Okay,
do that.
okay.
But anyway, but no, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I grew up. My mom would have been 76 if she was still alive right now. So I grew up in an older household. My mama always told me, don't give a man that's a boyfriend, husband.
Don't give a boyfriend what you give your husband.
But
Right,
what is
right.
he gonna get though? So just tell her what is he gonna get different though?
Like when you're a husband, you get those fresh cooked meals. You get that submissiveness. You
Come
get
on now,
those.
you know,
I'm
girl.
gonna submit to
Women do
you.
that
I'm
now.
gonna
Hey,
be
just say, hey,
100%.
My
is
bad.
it
I'm gonna let you
No,
land your
he
plane.
gets
Hold on now. Hold on,
favor.
Prada. Let her land her plane. Let her land my bag. I
I'm sick
apologize.
of La Prada. I'm good.
My
Hold on,
husband's
She
gonna get
deflected.
favor
She
from God.
deflected
That's
right
what
now.
he's gonna
She
get.
deflected. She deflected.
Gina said her husband's gonna get what?
Favor.
Favor from God, but the boyfriend don't get favor.
No, he ain't.
Oh,
but
He
he get
he ain't gonna get
but he
no
get to have
favor.
but he get to have sex with you though, right?
No, he don't.
In a
oh, okay,
relationship,
okay.
your boyfriend, you got
You are we?
you the same person got
Hold
a 10,
on, hold on,
10
hold
month year
on.
old, right?
Because there's a difference.
You the
Nah,
same one
that's
that
K.
just had a
That's K
baby
I'm
though,
Love.
right?
not in a
That's K Love.
relationship.
Now
I
this
said
K
you the same one that
Love.
had
This
a
K
baby.
Love.
K Love got the 10-month old.
That was talking. Go ahead.
Okay. Any last remarks?
Hold on, hold
Anybody?
on. Now I want to hear what Lakita got. What you have to offer, Lakita, and what do you have to offer, Gina? What Gina said, what she had to offer. What do you have to offer, Lakita?
All okay.
All the who? All the what?
Look at did
He
he
gonna
say
get
did
all of
he say
me.
all the cake?
What she
He
said?
gonna
Thank
get
you.
All the
all of
cake.
K, me.
All of
My
you.
nickname is K. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. So when you date, they don't get all of you. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, be tangible. He's going to get what? What does Olive K look like that the others
Yeah.
hadn't received?
Ooh, he gonna get a wife. He's gonna get everything that a wife's supposed to have his back with. I
Not the title.
mean,
Not the title. Not the title. I get the
there's
title.
certain things that you because there's certain
Here we
things you
go. Here we
just
go.
can't do with a boyfriend.
Here we go.
Like
Like what?
if we're building a home. Okay, so like for instance, we start getting because I'm a business minded person, but if we start getting uh get a home, just say we get a home, you can't do that with a boyfriend.
What
So
if he already got a
you
home?
do that.
What if he already got a home?
Okay, okay, so like I just said, I already got a home. So we business minded. Maybe we flip our homes and then we go get another home together. We put our
Now,
homes
what
up
if he
as
wants you to
rental
move in?
property.
But what if he want you to move into his home?
And
He's
if
gonna
it's
get
doable,
permission.
hey, I'll move in.
See,
But
So
Lakita, you see how
again,
your head
that's
was
when
decide. You see how you
you
did this,
more,
Lakita?
exactly.
that's when you gonna get more of K
He gonna
because
get
K gonna be
submission.
submissive. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, okay, baby, I'm gonna move in with you. Let's do this with my household. Let's rent out my place
He
then.
gonna
And
get covenant.
hey,
So what is he
yeah,
do?
and what I make will be ours. It's
So if,
not when you boyfriend, we don't become one until we are married. So boyfriend don't get the same as financial stability and all that.
but he
So,
but let's say
I'm
he
gonna be more
but
Prada.
let's say he already got financial stability though.
okay.
Just like you said, he can lose it, right?
No, we're not talking about that. We speaking about what if he already have
How we
a
only
home?
talking about what you want to talk about?
No, I'm asking questions.
No,
I'm
what we
asking.
Baby,
trying to say is we got his back too. You can lose all your money, baby, and I
yeah,
got you. I
So
got you.
my question
it's
becomes.
different
So
when
my
it's just
question
a
becomes to you
boyfriend. You
before.
have
Can
hey,
y'all let me
you
finish
become
though?
a wife or a husband, you
Y'all been cutting me
invest.
out. Can I finish? I'm trying
Invest.
to ask my question. My question for you is that okay, we get it. You can give up your home. We get it. You're gonna give them all a K. Isn't it not what you already have? Not your home, but I'm saying when you're in a relationship with a guy, isn't he not getting your all? in order for you to become the wife?
He not getting all of that, like putting on the deed and all that,
I'm
and
not talking about that.
no, not a boyfriend ain't doing all that.
I'm saying
Well,
no.
that's what I'm saying. It goes deeper when you are a husband. Husband, you bringing all this together. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this, La Prada. For a husband, we get a shared account. Both of our checks can go direct deposit to the same account. What he spends is what he spends. He my husband.
Now
So
this our point.
basically,
Let me say something.
all this about money.
Probably let me say something.
No,
That's what he's
I'm
saying.
saying, but I'm saying I wouldn't do that with a
You caught that,
boyfriend. That's what
Gina?
I'm telling you.
You caught that, Gina? You caught that, Gina? Because Gina said
Right.
that's
You
what
ain't
it
gonna
sound
get
like.
privilege.
I mean, well, because he's going to get favor. He's going to
Hold
get
on, pause.
covenant. He's going to get prayer. He's going to get.
Where's your supervisor at, Gina? Where's your supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking out for you. Okay, I'm gonna watch how I talk to you. My bad, Gina. Go ahead, Gina. Hey, after Gina, we're gonna have Rob, and then I'm gonna close this down because I
No,
just had
but
an
a man
epiphany when
receives
the
all
kid
of that
did her
when he
head
gets
like
a
that.
wife. He gets favor. He'll receive
I gotta go,
the
y'all.
submission. Thanks.
Hey,
Thanks
thanks
for
for coming
doing
on, Kayla. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
it. Okay,
Thanks,
I'm
La
gonna get out of
Prada,
here
for your
too.
smart mouth. Bye, Rob, y'all. Thanks, Lakeithia. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
All right.
You're welcome. Nice meeting you.
You
Likewise, y'all
too.
have a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna get
I
out of
try to
here
do is to do the
too.
same thing.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, look at Gina.
Thank you. I love. I want to come back.
Okay, thank you, supervisor. Thanks for coming. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, see y'all later.
All right, bye.
Look,
Lakeithia.
y'all ain't about to leave me on here by
Now I'm about to get off. I'm about to say this and we done. Lakeithia, I had an epiphany. Not really, but I
Oh my
kind of knew
God,
this.
that was good.
You and Caleb and most women who think like y'all, like back then, relationships and marriages were on the guy's terms. Now y'all want everything on y'all terms because when he said, "What if he wants you to live with him?" Your head went to the side like, I think you thought, well, no, he can live with me if that's my call, or we can get rid of our spots and go buy one together. I think the reason your stuff don't work and K loves is because y'all want their relationship on y'all own terms. Y'all want to dictate. Y'all want to. I'm not gonna say y'all want to be men, but I think y'all own detriment the way y'all think and the way y'all wired. You this woman, you a boss, so it's harder for you to submit than you willing to admit. And I think the same thing with K Love. But that's it though.
no.
That's just my opinion. Hey,
I
everybody,
know,
thanks
but
for the
that's
show.
not it. I know, but that's not it.
I ain't
That's
gonna
not
let you.
it.
I ain't gonna let you come
I'm
in.
just
We
saying.
done. We done.
Uh-uh.
Lakeithia, we done, Caleb. I mean, Lakeithia. Hey, Prophet. I know Prophet. I know Prophet. Shake his head like, nah. I know, bro. Thanks for coming on, y'all. We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Get on the show.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye
I'm
bye.
still on here.
Supervisor, let me end this broadcast. Supervisor, let me get you up
Still
off here.
here.